When I had my last encounter with an ophthalmology surgeon, he told me that I had Fuchs endothelial corneal dystrophy, and my eyesight would diminish over time, and the only answer would be a transplant, which I was not willing to do. So I was pretty thrilled when Dr. Gulani said, "You don't have that. You're going to be fine."
Yes.
And I also found that during my healing after my surgery, that Dr. Gulani was not the disappearing surgeon. He was there for me anytime I called.
I remember the last time when you got that, they put the good lens in, or it might have been the time before, and you tried to just see the surgeon that had done it. You just wanted to talk to them about it. You never got to see the surgeon.
No, I never saw the surgeon.
They always sent you. They actually didn't even send you to a surgeon. They let you see an optometrist as a follow-up. But he's not a disappearing doctor at all. Well, once we had a conversation. It seemed like we always got in a conversation together, and he just kind of under his breath one day said, he's looking at his computer and figuring things. He said, "John, I don't know where some ideas come from." And then he started talking about how he looks at the surgeries he has for the weeks. He kind of just sits with them. Sometime he was talking about Saturday he's going to do that this time, and just sits with them. And it hit me immediately. Of course, he's just receptive, and I think that Dr. Gulani is very receptive to everything. And I even call it the receptivity of the universal mind. He's not. He will draw on anything that will help him figure out what's the best thing to help you see.
After my cataract surgeries, I still couldn't see that well. I still had a lot of problems. And so Dr. Gulani did laser to clear up my cataract surgery and to improve my vision after the cataracts. And you had?
Well, I had the opposite. I had LASIK surgery back when I was a younger man, and then developed cataracts as I got older, so he had to go the opposite direction. And it's him, he does either. He goes both ways, and both take the part that he talks about the art. You know, anybody can have the science
and the tools.
It's the art of putting it together, and that takes listening. Is what I'm talking about. Listening and receiving whatever guidance he gets from the patients. He sees a lot from the patients,
and creates 2020 for me. I go around, I go around reading the fine print on milk cartons now.
I know, right? We're so happy with Dr. Gulani. It's been a great experience, and the staff that works here, they're all just so wonderful.
We even baked a chocolate cake for them
you
because they're so wonderful.
I know. You call, you get a staff person.
Yeah, and you get an answer.
That is so unusual and so heartwarming.
How did we get here?
Well,
how did we find Dr. Gulani?
Always word of mouth is the best way.
Yes, it is.
A good friend of ours.
It is.
That lived here. We don't live in town, and so she said, well, in Jacksonville there's someone.
And she had surgery with Dr. Gulani about 8 years ago, and was more than pleased, and then she brought her mother to Dr. Gulani.
Who was having real problems.
Yes, and she was very pleased as well. So they're the ones who brought us here. In fact, they brought us that first visit.
One other thing I might say, it's so good. It's so good here. Everything is so good. And we'd get in the car to go home, and we was trying to find the holes. And we'd come back the next time, but we couldn't find any hole anywhere.
No.
What is said is said. Proof's in your vision. The staff is always there. It's just a really great place.
We kept thinking it's too good to be true, but
yeah, but we couldn't find any holes.